What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night here, Luque versus Muhammad Part 2. Quick prediction here, guys. Not much breakdown on this card. Subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button so this video gets out. Also check out my Patreon account for all the face-off prediction and prop plays. And also you can donate to this channel to my PayPal account, which the link will be down below. Alright? I'm going to flash through this real quick, guys, here. I'm not going to give much breakdown on this card. It's going to be real quick. Alright? First fight here, we got Heli Antega versus Kevin Chrome. Kind of back and forth on this one. Antega wrestling. Chrome has wrestling too, has submission game. But he has a long reach, 7-inch reach, 6-inch of height. I'm gonna go with Kevin Chrome here, guys. But I'm not confident in this play at all. Alright. I'm gonna say Kevin Chrome by decision, but Heli could win though, so I'm not confident. So Chrome by decision, guys. Next fighter, we got Sam Hughes versus Estella Nunes. I'm gonna go with Nunes here, being more the sharper strike over the movement. You know, light on the feet. She knows her range and distancing pretty well. Timing is pretty good. The only thing that Hughes could be a dog and push that pressure on her. So this one I'm not confident either. But I'm gonna go with Nunes. I'm gonna say Nunes by decision. Alright. Next fighter we got Trey Ogden versus Jordan Levitt. This is a tough one here too because Trey is a pretty crafty guy with a lot of submissions also. And the striking is okay. And you look at Levitt, striking still needs some work. Jordan Levitt, Dirty Dancing, right? Dirty Dancing, Jordan, Dirty Dancing Levitt. Levitt has a wrestling in the submission games, but this is the next tough one here because Trey could win it. I believe Trey making his debut here, I believe. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Levitt, guys, but I'm not confident in this one. The only reason why I'm going with Levitt because Trey been submitted, I believe, like 3 times. So he has an issue with getting submitted. So Levitt is pretty dirty on the ground. Dirty dancing. It's pretty dirty on the ground, man. So he could look for that submission and then lock it up. So I'm going to go with Levitt by submission in the first round. All right. I'm not confident. Next fighter, we got Chris Barnett versus Martin Buday. It's the next tough one here. I'm gonna go with Martin Buday here. Just a more well-rounded guy. Barnett is heavy-handed, but I feel like he's not that well-rounded. If you get taken down, you know, he can be on his back. So I'm gonna go with Buday here. I'm gonna say Buday by KO/TQ in the first round. I'm not confident. Rafael Garcia versus Jesse Ronson. Kind of back and forth. I had Ronson, but Ronson being on USDA. Did I do that right? Or USADA? USDA, yeah, you saw it, right? It's been on for 2 years, I guess, whatever doping, whatever violation. I mean, like I said, whatever the fighters do, that's on them. But breaking down the fights, and if you're going to predict and you're going to, I guess, put your money on it, you know, you probably want to know that Ronson been doping. So usually when that happens, man, you don't know how the guy's going to perform. Been on for 2 years. I'm going to slide here with Garcia. I'm going to say Garcia by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Drakkar Klose versus Brandon Jenkins. Drakkar Klose should win this fight. It's not a bad fighter. Went kind of wild with Benil Darius, kind of left himself open there. Brandon Jenkins here. It's not bad either, you know, kind of unorthodox striking, but hit you with all kind of different techniques from different angles. I feel Drakkar Klose should be able to kind of handle that, possibly get a takedown. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Drakkar Klose. I'm going to say Drakkar Klose by... Oops, hold on there, guys. Drakkar Klose by... I'm going to say Drakkar Klose by decision, but it could be a finish. But I'm going to say decision, man. Alright? Next fight here, guys. Sorry about that noise there. I was just looking at my book here with all my notes. And the book hit against the table. Next fight, we got Lena Landsberg versus Penny Kanzad. Lena Landsberg kind of grindy, put against the cage. The elbow queen, you know, she usually hits you with elbows, kind of pin you up. That's mostly what she does, is hold you in the clinch and hit you with elbows. Pina Kanzad has gotten a little better with the movement and a little more technical, so she should be able to avoid the cage. It's possible she should be able to, but you never know. But I must say Kanzad. This is a tough one too. This can go either way, but I must say Kanzad by decision, guys. All right. Devon Clark versus William Knight. Back and forward because Clark usually drop the ball and he can drop the ball. William Knight still lacking a little bit of well-roundedness there. Can get taken down. He uses a lot of muscle, not much technique. He powers through everything. Devon Clark will look for the takedowns. I feel Devon Clark is a little more well-rounded, but he will drop the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Knight usually somewhere or another pull off a win. So I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, not that he just use a lot of muscle. And you can tell that there are certain parts of his games that need a lot more work. I'm going to go with Clark here, guys. And I'm going to say Clark by decision, but man, this is super not confident. If there's any fights in the card I'm not confident with, it's Devon Clark. So be careful with this one. But I got Devon Clark by decision. Mounir Lazzez versus Ange Loosa. Oh no, I mispronounced those. Loosa here is not a bad striker, man, but it seems like if you get backed up and you take away that distance and range from him, he doesn't do too well. He has to keep the fight long. If you look at Ange Loosa, I believe he has, I want to say he has judo or wrestling, but he will look for takedowns and very straightforward guy. He's very durable. And like I said with Lazzez, Lazzez, if he doesn't have the range, the distance for him to use his striking, doesn't do well. And I think we're going to be in a smaller cage, I believe. I must say Loosa here, but I'm not confident in this one. I must say Loosa by decision, guys. All right. Pat Sabatini versus Tj Laramini. No, I mispronounced that. This is the only fight that I'm confident with. I must say Pat Sabatini. And I must say Pat Sabatini by submission here, guys, in the first round. All right. Maria Silva versus Yanan Wu. I'm going to push towards Silva here, but Yanan Wu is not bad, actually. She can get wins and she's pretty well rounded. She can strike, she can look for submission. But I feel Silva's a little bit on the ground. But again, Silva can drop the ball. So this one I'm not confident in, but I must say Silva by submission in the first round, but not confident. All right. André Fialho versus Miguel Baeza. André Fialho, not a bad fighter, man. Boxing not bad in the pocket, but it seems like if he doesn't get the fight finished quickly, he gasses out, and then you can pepper him up. Impossible to finish him. Miguel, basically, he's a decent fighter, but it looks like, at times you can touch him up. Like his defense is kind of shaky at times. But he should be able to beat André just as long as he doesn't get finished in the first round. Like I said, André is more like a first round finisher, and he tends to, as the fight goes on, he slows down. So I'm going to go with Beasley here. I'm going to say Beasley by KOTQ in the second round. I'm not confident. I'll pronounce this now. Caio Borralho versus Gadzhi Omargadzhiev. Oh man, sorry for that, guys. I don't mean to mispronounce the guy's name. It's just that some names are tough to pronounce. So try my best though. Caio here, smooth on the foot, decent striking, knows distance and range. In and out movement, pop the jab, counter strike. I mean, he's a decent fighter. Apex is going to be in a smaller cage. Gadzhi here is a pretty well-rounded guy. He shows a good ground game. Striking is not on the level of Caio, but he can still strike. Smaller cage here. Both guys coming from Contender Series. I mean, this is a tough one too. Like I said, Caio is not bad, man. He will counter you. He will cut off angle and then catch you. He will lateral move when you encounter going backwards. He strikes backwards is nice. I mean, I'm liking Caio, but when I look at Kadzad, and he can get the takedowns, striking not bad either. Not on the level of Caio striking, but the ground, Kadzad can back him up, put him against the cage, which I see Caio against the cage a couple of times. Gadzhi could take him down, possibly even look for submission, but I must say Gadzhi here by decision, but not confident in this one either, man, because Caio is not a bad fighter. He's heavy with the strikes too. All right. Main fight on the card here, guys. Part 2. Vincent Luque versus Belal Muhammad. Both good fighters here, man. I mean, Belal Muhammad has improved a lot. So, not taking away anything from him. He's a skilled guy. But Vincent Luque is very, very skilled, man. And he had a resurgent, and he's gotten better. You know, you can tell, you know, in his fights. He lost to Stephen Thompson, but I mean, Stephen Thompson is a tough guy to beat. You know, he's just been winning fights. I mean, straight in a row. I mean, he may lose one every once in a while, but he comes back with a long winning streak. I mean, Belal Muhammad is a good fighter, but he beat Belal Muhammad already. Beat him by KO in the first round. By punches, right? In the first round. Belal Muhammad has improved, so I must say Vincent Luque by decision. But still be careful because Muhammad has improved. So Muhammad could win the fight. Remember I said that, so be careful. But I'm going to go with Vincent Luque by decision, guys. That's my prediction, guys. My little slight breakdowns. Quick look at the odds here, so we're working with. Oh yeah, and Bellator, AJ McGee, they actually robbed him in that fight. Totally robbed that guy, man. Oh man, total robbery. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what Pitbull actually did in that fight. You know, he threw a lot of leg kicks, but I mean, I feel like AJ McGee, he actually did more. He mixed up more with takedowns, the ground and pound, striking, you know. That's how the game goes. Remember, when it goes to decision, man, they can do whatever they want, you know. They can do whatever they want. They can make the other guy win. Even clearly the other guy won the fight, but they can make whoever they want to win, depending on the odds. Especially if the guy is a massive underdog. You know? A lot of people probably had money on people, or certain people had money on people. So they said, hey, you know, if I go decision, perfect. So hey, that's how the game goes, man. It's a game of, oh man, there's a lot of robbery, you know, a lot of politics involved, man. In any sport, any mainstream game, there's a game sport based in the system, is gonna be corruption. Everything is corrupted, man. You know, there's nothing gonna be true or real, you know. I'm just being honest with you. So even though you may place bets and things, gotta be careful because a lot of fights them are kind of set in a way, not set by the guys as losing on purpose, but if it goes to decision, those are the things. Then they could play with it. Kevin Chrome, underdog. Heli, favorite. I could see, but I have Chrome, but this fight I'm not confident in, so be careful. Nunes and Hughes. I feel Nunes is too much of a favorite. It's too high. I like it for the win, but it's crazy. Just be careful with it. Jordan Levitt is an underdog. Wow. And Trey. I said Trey's not a bad fighter, but he can get submitted. And Trey striking is better. So I have Levitt, but be careful with this one, man. Chris Barnett and Martin Buday. I can see Chris Barnett being 200 or something. I mean, Chris Barnett is, you know, he has punching power, but you know, if he can get it off, he can get it off. But you know, I mean, if he's able to land that shot, but I mean, you take him down. I just don't feel like he's well rounded. So yeah, Ronson and Garcia. Ronson as favorite, kind of a close fight here. Yeah, I mean, I could see Ronson pulling it off, but Ronson probably a little more experienced, but you saw the thing and everything like that. You just don't know what you expect. He's out for 2 years, you know. I'd rather go with Garcia. Garcia's a slight underdog, but some sides the fights are even. Brandon Jenkins, Drakkar Klose. Drakkar Klose is 600 or something. I can see Drakkar Klose winning this fight, though. The odds is high on him, though, but I can see him winning, though. Penny Kanzad versus Lena Landsberg. As a matter of fact, that close fight, I think I said not confident. I think that's my second confident play there, guys. Not just by the odds, I feel Klose can beat that guy. Should be able to beat him. So that's my next confident right there. Penny Kanzad, Lena, and Penny's too high, man. Even though Lena Landsberg is kind of slow sometimes, and she just need to put against the cage and elbow, but Kansas is too high of a favorite. So be careful. Devon Clark, William Knight. Devon Clark is favorite. I mean, should win the fight. He's a more well-rounded guy, but he can drop the ball. Be careful. Loza and Lazzez. Yeah, Lazzez is a favorite here, massive. I'll be careful with this one, man, because if Loza can close the distance and Lazzez can get the strikes off what he needs, the space, you can see him breaking under pressure, man. So I'll be careful with this one. Pat Sabatini, TJ. I can see Pat Sabatini pulling off the submission there. I don't disagree with the odds. Silva is too damn high. That's crazy. Wu is not a bad fighter. Silva is too high. Way too high. That's be careful. André Fialho versus Miguel Beasley. Beasley as favorite here. I can see Beasley winning, but still be careful. Caio, Borralho, and Gadzhi. You got Gadzhi here. Slight favorite, even fight, basically. So I can see the fight going either way, to be honest. Like I said, Kai's not a bad fighter. But I feel Gadzhi is a little more well-rounded. Belal Muhammad, Vincent Luque. Vincent Luque's favorite. I agree, he won the first fight. He won the first time they fought. So, but Belal is not a bad fighter, and he has improved. So be very, very careful with this one. All right. So that's it there, guys. That's my breakdown. That's my predictions and prop bets. And not prop bets. My odds breakdown. One love out to everybody. You guys check out my Patreon account for all face-off predictions. And that's about it, guys. You guys keep on kicking. One love out to everybody. And